Hey everyone, welcome to Movie Review Part 5. Let's get into the 5 movies that we have today. So the first movie is called Carriers, which is rated PG-13, came out 2009, and is 1 hour and 24 minutes long. The cast of Carriers is Chris Pine, who's in Star Trek, Unstoppable, and Wonder Woman. Then we have Piper Perabo, who's in Cheaper by the Dozen, Angel Has Fallen, and Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Then we have Lou Taylor Pucci, who's in Thumbsucker, Evil Dead, and Spring. And we have Emily Van Camp, who's in Captain America and The Resident. Now, the plot of Characters is a deadly flu-like virus has taken over the world, and 4 survivors are trying to make it to their safe place, going through difficult situations along the path. Now, critic opinion on this movie. I like this movie because it takes place in New Mexico. It has some very intense moments. Were stupid and some were dumb. But it is what makes the movie the way it is. So, final score rating I have to give this movie is a 6.5 out of 10. I feel like there could have been better direction for the characters. Other than that, I do like the story and it feels very real, besides the survivors not covering themselves up more with clothing, especially when they live in a very pandemic time. So the streaming platforms that Carriers is on Paramount Plus, Essential or Premium, and Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, Google Play, and Fandango at Home. Now our next movie is Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder is rated R. It came out in 2008, is 1 hour and 47 minutes long. And the cast of Tropic Thunder is Ben Stiller, who's in Night at the Museum, and Zoolander. Then we have Robert Downey Jr., who's in Iron Man and Oppenheimer. And we have Jack Black, who's in the Minecraft movie, and Kung Fu Panda. And we have Jay Baruchel, who's in Goon and The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Now, the plot of Tropic Thunder is a movie about a bunch of famous actors are in the middle of shooting a war veteran hero movie when they actually run into real trouble in the jungle fighting real drug traffickers. Critic opinion on Tropic Thunder. This movie right here is an absolute classic with a bunch of A-list actors. It's a hilarious movie with hilarious storylines, with great movie quotes, absolute great one-liners, dumb, hilarious moments will have you laughing out of your seat. Although it didn't do so well in theaters, it actually became a cult classic after time, proving it to be an inspiring film for a new generation. Final score rating of Tropic Thunder is a 10 out of 10. Hilarious movie from beginning to end. Great plot, great performances by great A-list actors. What more can you want from a movie with exhilarating action? Streaming platforms that Tropic Thunder is on is Paramount Plus, both premium and essential tiers, and Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV Store, Fandango at Home. Our next movie is Goon, a hockey movie that's rated R, came out in 2011, is 1 hour and 32 minutes long. Now, the cast of Goon is Sean William Scott, who's in Dude, Where's My Car and Final Destination. And we have Jay Baruchel, who's in Tropic Thunder, This Is the End, and She's Out of My League. And then we have Allison Pill, who's in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and the movie Trap. Now, plot of Goon is a man working security for a bar gets a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be an enforcer for a hockey team. Watch as Doug, played by Sean William Scott, fights his way through the semifinals together with his friends and his team along the way. Critic opinion. Great movie, an absolute banger of a classic. Goon really sets the tone, making a great impression of what it's like to be an enforcer on a hockey team. Definitely a bit dramatic, very dramatic, but you gotta love every single bit of the story. With great one-liners, great quotes, and great storytelling. I love the movie Goon. Final score rating, 8.5. Streaming platforms that Goon is on is Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, Google Play, and HBO Max. Our next movie is Wonka. Wonka is rated PG, came out 2023, is 1 hour and 56 minutes long. The cast of Wonka has Timothy Chalamet, who's in Marty Supreme and the Dune remake trilogies. And we have Patterson Joseph Arthur Slugworth, who's in Boat Story and TV series Peep Show. We also have Hugh Grant, who's in Heretic and Notting Hill. And we have Olivia Colman, who's in The Roses and The Lost Daughter. Now, the plot of the movie is a young Wonka is trying to start his chocolate selling business while being hassled by the chocolate cartel. Watch as he makes heartwarming friendships along the way trying to sell his beloved chocolate. Critic opinion. I didn't really like this movie. I get that it's supposed to be a kid's musical about the origins of Wonka and his creations, but the songs and the tone didn't really hit me as well as other films did that portrayed the concept. In my opinion, Wonka was a huge letdown compared to the other two films about Willy Wonka and his chocolate factory. Final score rating, 4 out of 10. I feel as if they made actual catchy songs along the way with the acting, I believe it could have been a better movie. Also, if they just gave the scenes stronger compassion, maybe it could have been better. But other than that, I don't know what else to say besides the streaming platforms, which is YouTube, HBO Max, Hulu, Sling TV, the Roku channel, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, Google Play, and Fandango at Home. Now our last movie is Tron Ares. Tron Ares is rated PG-13, came out 2025, and is 1 hour and 59 minutes long. The cast of Tron Ares is Jared Leto, who's in Lord of War, Suicide Squad, and Fight Club, and we have Greta Lee, who's in Past Lives, A House of Dynamite, and TV series Russian Doll. And we also have Evan Peters, who's in TV series American Horror Story and TV series Monster with Jeffrey Dahmer. And he's also in the movie X-Men Apocalypse. Now, plot of Tron Ares is men have figured out how to bring a video game into the real world for a short period of time. A woman named Eve, played by Greta Lee, tries to stop the company leader Julian Dillinger, played by Evan Peters, before he brings the dangerous virtual reality game into the real world for permanent solution. Critic opinion. I didn't like this movie, honestly. It felt very slow watching most of the time. I did like the costume designs, and the action with the bikes, the aircrafts, and the battles that happened, but the dialogue kept the film going on way too long, and the movie could have been a lot shorter. Final score rating of Tron Ares, 5 out of 10. It really didn't add up to the original. Honest opinion, I wish more time was put into this third movie in the trilogy, because the idea is there, but the direction is not. Hopefully they take their time and think about the next one, which they will definitely make, and it's bound to happen within a decade or two. I guarantee they'll make another one. I bet money on that. Streaming platforms, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, and Fandango at Home. Alright, so that pretty much leads to the 5 movies. So hopefully, I don't know when, I like to try to get a teleprompter, I think that's what it's called. So that way I can actually look at the camera before, it's saying the videos. It's like my eyes are glued, because I know my eyes aren't glued. But I'll see what I can do to make that interaction better. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you till next time. Alright, peace everyone.